we are going to see what do you mean by industrialization and the role of industrialization and its effects. Any government action aimed at affecting industry may be considered to be a part of industrial policy, which makes it a limitless field. It usually means government action to influence the ownership and structure of industry and its performance, and it takes the form of paying subsidies or providing finance in other ways or of regulation. So we can say that industrialization refers to a process of change in the technology used to produce goods and services. Next, we can see the role of industrialization in economic development of the country. Increase in national income. Industrialization makes possible the optimum utilization of scarce resources of the country. It helps in increasing the quantity and quality of various kinds of manufactured goods and thereby make a larger contribution to gross national product. Higher standard of living. Industrialization helps in increasing the value of output per worker. The income of the labor due to higher productivity increases. The rise in income raises the living standard of the people. Economic stability. Industrialization is the best way of providing economic stability to the country. A nation which depends upon the production and export of raw material alone cannot achieve a rapid rate of economic growth. The uncertainties of nature, the restricted and fluctuating demand of the agricultural raw material hampers economic progress and leads to an unstable economy. Improvement in balance of payments. Industrialization brings structural changes in the pattern of foreign trade of the country. It helps in increasing the export of manufactured goods and thus earn foreign exchange. On the other hand, the processing of raw material at home curtails the import of food and thereby helps in conserving foreign exchange. Stimulates progress in other sectors. Industrialization stimulates progress in other sectors of the economy. A development of one industry leads to the development and expansion of other industries. For instance, the construction of a transistor radio plant develops a small battery industry. The construction of milk processing plants aid to its line of production, ice cream, cone cream plants, etc. Increases employment opportunities. Industrialization provides increased employment opportunities in small and large scale industries. In an agrarian economy, industry absorbs underemployed and unemployed workers of agricultural sector and thereby increases the income of the community. Easy to control industrial activity. The industrial activity compared to agriculture is very easy to control. The industrial production can be expanded or cut down according to the price, cost and demand of the product. Increase the saving and investment. Industrialization increases the income of the workers. It enhances their capacity to save. The voluntary savings stimulate industrial growth and by cumulative effect lead to further expansion of industry. Provision for defense. If a country is industrialized, it can manufacture arms and ammunition necessary for the defense of the country. A nation which depends on the other countries for the supply of ammunition will eventually suffer and may face defeat. The two wars with India should be an eye-opener for Pakistan. Increase in the government revenue. Industrialization increases the supply of goods both for internal and external markets. The export of goods provides foreign exchange. The customs, excise duties, and other taxes levied on the production of goods increases the revenue of the state. The income tax received from the industrialists add to the revenue stream of the government, which eventually is spent for the welfare of the people as a whole. Next, we can see the effects of industrialization. Internal structural changes. Industrialization is the initial stage lead to an increase in the number of persons engaged in secondary industry. The rate of growth of factory employment is related to the expansion of the industry output and also establishment of new industries. The relative growth of non-agricultural population, which has characterized industrialization, bring with it many significant economic, social, psychological and political change. It increases the number of wage earners. Changes in pattern of foreign trade. In the absence of restrictive commercial policies, the structure of foreign trade will change. Import of manufactured and consumer articles will be considerably reduced and the pattern of import will be mainly capital goods for industrialization. Production to home industries will also reduce foreign competition. Social consequences. Industrialization is not merely starting a few factories in some selected areas. It recognizes besides the selection of industries, areas, financing of industries, the rate of development, etc. The problem of social transaction, etc. Next, we can see the features of industrial policy. The features of industrial policy. Category of industries, public sector, public and private sector, controlled private sector, private and cooperative sector, cottage and small scale